Hello?
Hi,
Yeah.
from Indeed. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, is it better than yesterday, I hope?
It looks like the same, but okay, let's just start and try it.
Okay, sorry about that. Just give me a second. I'll open your profile. Hold on.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm opening your profile.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I was asking you yesterday that you have applied to this position based out of Singapore. Have you made up your mind for relocation? Like, have you ever traveled here before to this country?
No, not yet, but I think Singapore is a good country to relocate.
Okay. Who all in your family that will be relocating with you?
Yeah, I have a wife and she also want to relocate to Singapore. She also think that it's a good country to relocate to.
Okay, cool. So I see that you have applied to a number of roles. So Singapore is your preferred choice. Is that so?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, cool. So do you know about? You shared with me yesterday, I guess, briefly that you have been using as a job seeker. So this is what you know about us.
Yeah, I have a profile on Indeed, so I know what's the major business of this company.
Okay. Yeah, you are right that we are an organization, but we are not just a. We have number of products that help people get jobs. So I will share with you a blog link wherein you can see more about our engineering culture. I will also share with you our GitHub link. You can see we actively contribute our core systems to open sources. So that will help you to know more about us as an organization. Okay.
Okay.
So, Anton, as you might know, that we are headquartered in Austin, Texas. We do have offices across the globe. I guess our sales office are literally in every corner of the world. But as far as engineering offices are concerned, we have engineering sites for 8 locations. Obviously, Austin, where we are headquartered, San Francisco, Seattle, and then Hyderabad, Tokyo, Bay Area, and Vancouver. We just opened like 2 months back, and Singapore engineering site is there for 1 year now. Okay, we started from 5 engineers, and we are a team of 80. Right now, majority of them are engineers, and then obviously we have product, QA, data scientists, UX, other people as well.
Okay, and what about USA? You said you have offices up there in Bay Area. Can you provide visa sponsorship for these locations?
I cannot comment on that. You will because I'm not a recruiter. I'm not a recruiter of that country, and I'm based out of Singapore office.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so other office will have to do your eligibility, work pass eligibility to check if you are eligible for that.
Okay.
Given your nationality, etc. So that is the visa check, which will be done by our global mobility team. And I'm not a right person to answer that since I'm not based there.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but I will request for your date of birth to do the work vast eligibility for Singapore. Unfortunately, that's a requirement, and we will also like to know. So it's just you and your wife. Do you have any kids also?
No.
Okay, so if I know your date of birth, I can do a Singapore employment pass eligibility test for you as well while we run other interviews in parallel. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we are looking for multiple software engineers. We look for strong fundamental engineers. It does not matter which language you code in. For interview purpose also, you can code in any language you feel comfortable in. Even though obviously you will work on a typical tech stack we have when you are on board, but for interview you can code in any language. I see you code in .NET, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. This is my major backend language.
Okay. Yeah. So you can definitely choose code .NET to code in for our interviews, but when you are on board, you will be working on typical tech stack involves Python and Java for backend, MongoDB, MySQL for database, and React and JavaScript for front end.
That sounds pretty good. I have some knowledge about Java, and it's not a problem to migrate to this language.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good to hear. So let me share with you about the interview process. First of all, let me ask you, often engineers definitely code on, systems most of the time. But in our interviews, you will be coding, for the first interview, you will be coding on a kind of coder pad, which is like a notepad. And then for the further interviews, you will be coding on a literally physical whiteboard. So how comfortable you are, coding on a whiteboard, and how's your memory for data structures, algorithms, discussing time space complexity analysis?
I think that's fine. I don't have really any experience on whiteboard coding, but I think that's okay. I can do some preparations for that, and for sure I have knowledge in data structures and algorithms and some complexity problems and etc.
Yeah, so definitely take your time to brush up your skills. No rush from my side as such to rush for an interview ASAP. So what I will do is I will send you the interview guide for. Okay, it's a company we have partnered with who helps us to do the technical screening for us. Okay, so that's your first interview. You will be doing a video call. I hope it works better than what happened yesterday. I'm not sure whether it was a poor connection on my side or your side. But it's not a exact same platform. Carrot will have a different platform for a video call with you. And you will be given a few topics to pick your, topic of your choice to code in. And you will be given 3 coding questions. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There will be an engineer on the other side of the call, so it's not a system test. You will be talking to that person while you code. You should be sharing your ideas and logic behind sharing that code. Okay? We are not going to judge you whether you attempted all 3 questions. It's not. Some of our candidates whom we have offered also did not even get a chance to reach the 3rd question. It's fine. We're going to check the quality of your code. Was it syntax free? Was it error free? How clean was it? Did you reach the optimal solution or not? With how much guidance stuff like that. So I'm going to send you the guide, digest that information, know what to expect in that interview, brush up your skills on basics of data structures, algorithms, complexity analysis, and then line up your interview. Okay, so it's a self-schedule you can do, and the good thing with them is they are based out of US, and they are available pretty much 24/7. You can also take interviews on a weekend, late evenings, early mornings, whatever works best for you.
Okay.
Okay. So if you clear that interview, then the next step will be we will invite you to come down to Singapore for a final and on-site interview. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will arrange for your business visa. We will book your hotel. We'll book your flight. We cover up to 2 nights. You can extend your stay here beyond 2 nights at your own also. So when we reach there, we'll talk in detail. We can discuss about your itinerary, and we will come down to give an interview which takes a full day of yours. Our on-site interview includes 2 coding questions on a whiteboard, architecture round, which is also on a whiteboard, code review on a system, and resume deep dive. So when you clear, I will again connect with you similar to this call we are doing, and I will prepare you for that on-site interview. I'll share with you what's expecting each round. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Could you duplicate this information to my email also?
Yes. So I will invite you to guide and other blogs I have mentioned. So digest all that of information, and then let's do the first step first. I want you to focus on first. And if you clear, then I will reconnect with you, and we will talk about on-site interview process that time, so that we are not mixing up the two at the moment. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Not get into commercials right now for 2 reasons. One, I think it's too early for us to discuss about salary details, etc. And second, is not a decision-making factor for us. But I will definitely gather that information once you clear and before on-site. So there is one thing I would like to ask you now. Is your date of birth, so that I make sure I'm doing a work pass eligibility test with our global mobility team. So I'm sorry to ask you this personal question, but this is a Singapore government requirement for work visa eligibility test. So can you let me know your date of birth, please?
Of December.
Okay. Fine. And what is your notice period with the current employer?
It's 2 weeks.
Okay, that's pretty short. Okay, but just to give you a heads up on the timelines, it will take us about 1 to 2 months to process your work visa, etc. For Singapore, even when you're selected. So I hope you are not, that is the time when you're making an overseas move that you will have to, consider that timelines, that it will take a little longer than if you are interviewing within your own country. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you have any questions for me?
Not really, not right now.
Not right now? Okay. So let's proceed with first. And as I said, I would re-emphasize that do not rush to arrange your interview. I would want you to take your time for preparation and then arrange for it. Okay? So that is the good thing for you. That's a good thing for us as well, that you prepare and then appear for an interview.
Okay, yeah, agree.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you for your time. I'll send over all the information, and feel free to drop me a line if you have any questions, which comes to your mind later as well. Okay?
Okay, yeah, thank you for your time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
You too. Bye. Okay.